Within the span of 10 days, 3 cyclists were involved in serious collisions with vehicles in Key West, 2 of which were fatal, and 1 that resulted in a man being airlifted to the Ryder Trauma Center in Miami. The Key West Police Department has cited increased congestion as well as cyclist and driver distraction as reasons for the increase in collisions. But Rick Bocher, a longtime contributor to the Blue Paper, argues that there's more to the problem than just increased traffic. He's been researching whether the Florida Department of Transportation's installation of crosswalks without traffic lights on North Roosevelt Boulevard has resulted in an increase in bicycle casualties. By a tragic twist of fate, just a few months into his research, he was himself struck by a car.
People died, but I was knocked 10 feet in the air, landed on my head.
Oh my God.
I was flown out with a subdural hemorrhage. Fortunately, they saved my life.
Rick's close encounter with death is something many of the cyclists we interviewed can relate to. They see this particular crosswalk as a death trap.
Sometimes one car will stop.
Right, and then the next lane won't really see very well.
Yeah, and so...
Because one person may stop and not see you in the far lane, and that's, I believe, what happened the other day, and that's why that guy got ran over, is because the car didn't see him crossing the street here.
So I'm bicycling along here. I see that there's only 2 cars in the middle lane, nobody in the right lane. And there is a pedestrian who's just crossed over the center line, so that's when I turned. At that time, the second person in line races out to pass, and I didn't see that. She hits me after having already been stopped. And I have done everything to look and watch and make sure that I have got my space to hit me and very nearly kill me.
I started to go, and I almost got hit by a car, and it was a cop.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he just wasn't paying attention, you know? I mean, he apologized, but I mean, still, you're not safe out there.
In 2016, FDOT conducted a study and concluded the Kmart crosswalk was indeed too dangerous and needed to be equipped with flashing lights. Others should simply be removed, as they were more dangerous than useful. However, any relief work would not come before 2021, simply too long for Commissioner Kaufman. In October of 2017, he proposed that the city take over the installation of proper lighting and the removal of dangerous crosswalks.
On February 24th, 2017, here's the police report. Jennifer Kimmel was struck and almost killed in front of the Capitol Bank building. There's no amber light system. There's no light system there at all. Totally predictable, understood this would happen. We've been talking about this at least since 2015, and we've been urging with multiple resolutions to FDOT. Then they said, oh, we'll get to it in 2021 or 2022. We'll do the design work in 2019. September 24th, 2017, 9:35 a.m., clear skies. I drove by when the police were on scene. John Potter, 81 years old, 35, is killed. Totally predictable. We knew this would happen in front of Kmart. Okay? How many more police reports are we going to have?
This should be the easiest decision that you make this evening. These crosswalks are unsafe. It's been proven. People have died there. You can take action now that will remedy this situation as soon as possible.
However, Commissioner Kaufman's motion was voted down.
Commissioner Kaufman?
Yes.
Commissioner Payne?
Yes.
Commissioner Romero?
No.
Commissioner Wardlow?
No.
Mayor Cates?
No. Motion fails.
Mostly because the city manager had received assurances from FDOT that the relief work could begin as early as July of 2018.
But that money becomes available in July of 2018 to do the construction. So I don't think there's anything we're going to do to speed up the process.
We can't design a Hawk lighting system and give it to them and expect them to install it. They're going to still design it, so we're still working with them.
Commissioners were concerned about spending city money on an FDOT project they had no jurisdiction over. In the meantime, the July 2018 deadline has come and gone. There are still no lights on the crosswalks, and people are still getting hit. FDOT's commencement date is now September of 2019.
Right now, I'm 145 pounds. I used to be 182. I'm never going to be the same. I just hope that it doesn't knock 10 years off my life, which is likely.
The city has launched a campaign of education and enforcement. Rick Boger believes that more aggressive prosecution of reckless drivers would send the right message.
At a crosswalk where they're already stopped, and then to do it while really hitting the gas fast and swerving back into the other lane. I mean, this is just, it's on the accident report. I'm not making this up if you want to look it up. How can you plan anything when you got people doing crazy stuff like that? But they do. I'm the innocent, and the person who is guilty gets almost no punishment whatsoever, and the person who's following the law dies, or nearly dies, as I did. They're local. They're the young women who work here and live here. And they're driving around, haven't learned anything.